All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now Jackson on second down. He's got it. This is Ware. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Finding some room at midfield. Derrick Henry all alone. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Detroit! Jackson from the shotgun. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Play action. It's Jackson on the move to his left. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Jackson will throw again. Flush to his right. It's brought in by Kevin White. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down.
He's got his man on the crossing route. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them. Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On third down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I'll take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
He'll get it up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the gun, it's Jackson. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game. And they reacted poorly on that one.
And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. absolutely nowhere, in the wrong direction. The big back Derrick Henry held out of the end zone. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On second down, it's Bell. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line.
Whenever I go to a team's practice facility and watch them work, I love to watch the defensive guys in what they call pursuit drills. The ball goes either towards them or away from them. How fast will they respond? On this play, the defensive end responded better than anyone and made a really nice play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
To throw on third down. Gonzalez. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down. The Steelers send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. And now here come the Ravens. And last time they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind and try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
Detroit! Gone! Watch him now, Barney!
On second down, Jackson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Ravens are in for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Gonzalez On first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On third down, Gonzalez. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Now Gonzalez to throw again. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Hot. He's cracked. He's checking crack.
Looking to throw. Gonzalez. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Leopard. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
And on the ground they go with the running back. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Watch it now, Barney.
goes now to throw on third down. He gets it to Brown, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
That is caught inside the 5 and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. This call down near the goal line. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he'll bang that one through. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when we clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
Jackson on 1st down. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And now running right through it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball, how much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Now Jackson on 1st down, buying time to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On second down, here's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This quarterback now 11 for 11. Perfect in this opening half. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Here we go.
To throw on second down, Jackson goes underneath for Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And the Steelers signal for another timeout, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team. And they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And now out come the Steelers. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Detroit,
so from the 36
Detroit.
now, 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Here's Gonzalez throwing on 1st down. Man open left side is Brown. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. An ideal beginning of the drive there, as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now a handoff working right. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! 55, come on, guys, 55. Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Gone! 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 Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Gonzalez now on 3rd down. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And that one results in 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Lucky 56! Lucky 56! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Gone! 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 Gone!
Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run again with Pumphrey. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second
half? Most of the time in the first half you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. To throw is Jackson. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That is incomplete. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records, because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence, or maybe he starts a new streak now, because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this record out of play, but Mark Brunell, when he was with Washington, 22 straight completions to start a game. This guy's on fire.
Derrick Henry. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
To throw on 3rd down. Jackson, flush to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now they try the right side here. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
To throw is Gonzalez. From the gun, he'll throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Again to Henry. And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. After the penalty, it's Henry. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey. Let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not only going to tip it, I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Andrews. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, a 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Henry. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Jackson, operating from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. It's a foot race. The 30. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. Uses the spin. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football in this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Now, Barney.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From midfield now, here's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It's a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. Gonzalez. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Eddie Jackson picks it. And now look at him go. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32.
Detroit!
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Give him 30 yards there.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, Jackson. He dumps it off for Henry. That one goes for 24 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Staying on his feet, stepping up, he'll try and run. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. The Ravens on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
Jackson throwing again. Flushed out right. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. To throw again is Jackson. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. So the false start will back them up 5. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Boy, they had it at the 1. The false start moves it to the 6 now for 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. He's going to get it running right, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in, and the Ravens draw a bit closer. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Hot! Hot!
And on the ground they go with the running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Hot! Hot!
Now a handoff looking right, and an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in week 1. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season, we get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl.